Welcome back to Half A Hot Rods. After a long hiatus because Ches was in college and doing play stuff and that kind of thing, we're going to get back on her bus today. She's got the floor plan more or less figured out. And today we're going to figure out where underneath we're going to hang the fresh black and gray water tanks. And that way we can start laying out plumbing. And as I explained to her yesterday, most of the stuff we're going to do on this bus I have never done before. So we're going to be really figuring it out as we go. So Ches, you want to show us what we got inside?
Inside. Well, first off, here's a scale drawing that I made using 1/2-inch scale. Anyways, I noticed today that I put this on the opposite side that I was meaning to, but it works, so leaving it. Okay, this will be the living area. We'll make a custom-made pull-out couch bed right there. And then this will be not here, it'll be different. That way we can have a little counter space, and then I'll put 2 chairs here so that I can use it as an eating space.
Hold on, you're going to put 2 chairs here and a couch?
The chairs are going to be able to push underneath this.
How does that go?
Underneath this.
Oh, okay.
This isn't going to be here. Use your imagination.
I don't have much of that.
And then we'll have some more counter space, storage space. Thinking the fridge will end up going on top of the wheel well, just to cover the wheel well, and then we'll put the sink, hopefully, in the corner.
So that cabinet is not a cabinet. That cabinet represents a refrigerator.
Yes.
You wonder why I have trouble following you.
I know what I'm saying, so it's fine. Anyways, move to the back. This here is a piece of cardboard that's the same width as my bed. So the bed will be in this whole space right here. And the doors will be able to open up, and I can put storage under the bed. For example, Christmas trees. And then right here looks like a shower, and it is a shower.
Hey!
And then the toilet.
Alright. Shitter's full. Nope. Can't be.
Not right now.
Yeah. And how do you intend to enclose the bathroom?
A wall and a curtain.
Curtain. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. And then we've got some tanks outside. Never mind the tiny ATVs. Those aren't what's important today. Brought our tanks over. We measured them up. Now we're going to roll around under the bus and figure out where to place those. And then once we figure out where, we'll figure out how. So here we go. So now we got to figure out how to get these up under there. These under there. These under there.
Hooker.
Hooker kitty! He's not going to be any help. Are you going to be help? No. He's an orange cat. What is that right in the middle of the way?
Fresh plate for when you take it off-roading.
That's kind of what it looks like. Oh, that's the fuel tank.
Oh.
Well,
So,
that's not going to work the way we wanted it to. We kind of thought we were going to put the tanks all across the back here. But this little fellow with the steel reinforcements is the fuel tank. And we're not going to move that. So, let's get the tape measure and see if we can put them outside the frame rails. Oh, not enough. Yep.
32.
26.5.
Dang it.
Well, we can put your freshwater tank back here. 28.
Yeah.
What were the black and gray?
32 by 64.
Shoot. Is that helpful, Kitty?
I believe so.
Well, it's wrong. Even if we went out to there, it's still only 30.
Well, at least we know we can put the freshwater tank right there.
Yeah.
So, should we move the bathroom then?
Well, I guess we need to look around under here a little bit more and make sure before we even try to do that. Because between the frame rails isn't 32 either, I don't believe. 34. 33 and a half inside the frame rails.
That would work. 32.
Assuming we can get them up in there. Oh. We got air tanks and transmissions and...
Oh yeah, there's lots of stuff under there.
Yeah. There's an orange cat.
Hooker, come here.
Good thing is we got a drive shaft. We got 3 drive shaft loops. So if you ever go drag racing, safety.
That'd be cool.
We got, those must be the air conditioning condensers. That's cool.
What?
Oh,
Those 2 fan thingies?
yeah.
Huh.
Those are, I'll bet you $1, those are the air conditioning condensers.
Would it fit right here? Would one of the tanks fit here?
It's probably the same distance as it was at the back.
That's honestly probably why everyone puts their bathrooms in the weird places on these buses, because you can't put them anywhere else.
Well, my concern is we may not be able to use those tanks.
Oh,
They might just be too big.
so get smaller tanks.
Yeah.
Not even that much.
Yeah.
Well,
Or we mount them lower.
Huh?
Or we just mount, they just hang lower.
Well, would that be okay? I mean, that thing hangs low, that thing hangs low.
Well, I'm talking about below the frame rails. Yeah, because it's still the same distance, 27. So freshwater tank still, I mean, we could put it in the back where we were thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to be able to put anything up here of any significant size. I mean, you might be able to get away with some storage like you were talking about. That should be fine. But those tanks definitely aren't going to fit up here. I guess we're back to the back and see how low they would hang.
I think I have a spider in my shoe.
That's fine. It's not bothering me. And there's the exhaust. We probably don't want our plastic tanks against the hot exhaust.
Probably not.
That fuel tank is only like a foot off the ground now.
So if the fuel tank doesn't hit, then those tanks shouldn't. Right?
Well, it's a nice idea. I kind of thought there would be a lot more room under here. But other than this 28-inch wide section on the outside of the frame rails, the middle section between the frame rails is pretty much packed all the way front to back. Well, that's a new problem.
Kitty, kitty. What is?
I'm not sure if we're going to be able to make those tanks fit.
Okay.
Because even the length is a problem. We go along the side, we've only got 3.5 feet. 42 inches, not even that.
How much do new tanks cost?
That's a good question. I guess I don't know off the top of my head. That's a big part of the reason we bought that used camper, though. It's starting to look like it might not have been the best decision.
Yep.
Although as bad decisions go, only being $100 in it's pretty good.
170.
Oh yeah, because you paid for fuel, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and all the AC stuff's over here.
Yep.
which we really don't want to mess with. Even if we take one out, it still doesn't give us the room we need for...
Yeah.
Well... I think what we need to look for... I think the freshwater tank we can make work, right?
Uh-huh.
Because it'll fit on one side. It's the gray and black that we have issues with.
Yes. So if we can find a gray and black tank the size of the freshwater tank, then probably would be good.
They need to be smaller.
Smaller?
So the only place we have we can really put tanks is at the back or at the front on that side, and they're limited in size.
Okay. So do we need to move the bathrooms? Or the bathroom?
I don't know. We may just need to plumb it different. We may be able to leave it where it's at. What about that other freshwater tank?
That one's 55 by 28.
No.
The one in here?
Yeah, because having more freshwater doesn't do you any good if you don't have any place for it to go.
This one's much smaller.
So...
Can we turn a freshwater tank into a gray water tank?
Maybe.
I mean, there's nothing that says that you can't, because, I mean, it's
I wouldn't
just
go the
water
other
going
way.
into water. Yeah, no, I definitely would not turn a freshwater tank into a black water tank.
Well, I mean, I would turn a black water tank into a freshwater tank. Oh. Need some more stuff in this shop. See, the dimensions of this are much better because they're tall, but 33 by 22 by about a foot deep. Probably want like a foot and a half to leave it room. This one, I wonder if we could put this one in the front on the side, and then we'd have both of the back ones to have room for black and gray. Because it, like I said, it doesn't do you any good to have 150 gallons of fresh water if you only have 100 gallons total of wastewater.
Okay.
Right? You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Because if you go to dump, if you use all your fresh water, you'll overflow your wastewater.
So use this freshwater tank.
We might could use that other freshwater tank as the black or gray.
Okay. And then we just need one new tank.
Right.
Sweet. Yeah. Hey, at least it's fresh water. Ha ha ha.
Right? No poop water?
Yeah, I'd much rather have the freshwater tank still have stuff in it than the black one.
I wonder what Ray did with those
With the other tanks?
other tanks, yeah.
Should we ask Wyatt?
Maybe. Because those were also on a...
Smaller RV.
Yeah, that was on like a Class C chassis. A little one.
I'll just text him since he's in school right now. He really shouldn't answer his phone, but he probably will.
He will.
We should write danger on the tank that's going to be Icky's. Just so that we know. We should write radioactive waste on one of them. I feel like that'd be funny.
Until the DOT checks it. Oh, yeah. I mean, she's just gonna...
She's gonna whoop right in there?
Yeah.
Sick. You sure you want to be putting that over your head? Yep.
You want to do it?
No.
Okay. Somebody's got to do the
Dirty work?
jobs.
Yeah. Good thing you're here. Oh! Like a glove. Beautiful.
Okay. All right.
Leave that there.
Yeah, we'll leave it on the ground. I can't make it float.
You should be able to, though.
I'm not a witch.
Mm.
Okay. Fresh water.
Done.
Solved.
Look at Hooker.
What are you doing,
What are you doing, Hook?
You filthy animal.
I'm dead. He's dying again. Okay.
And we know the size of the opening back here. Did you record that? I don't mean record it on video. I mean record it in the phone.
No.
Fail!
That's the back in front.
In front.
This bracket.
This bracket.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a ballpark. So we're 55.
55.
Or now take it all the way back to the corner. 72. 55 or 72 by... Let's go at this point. 27.
Okay.
You pointing the camera right at my crotch?
I sure hope not.
It's not TikTok.
You're funny.
Okay. Well, that didn't go as planned, as usual.
It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. You're never gonna move out. All right.
So,
If we did use this as a gray tank, I'm still trying to find a reason why we can't. What did I say?
for underneath.
Yeah. That looks like it should just barely fit.
55 or 72.
Bye.
Bye. Deleted the last number. 23.
Why?
I don't know!
Okay. Put the camera down. Help me carry this tank, or actually I could probably just... No, why does this feel like it's got stuff in it?
Because it also has water in it still.
Yeah, that makes it easy to do.
Ah, not the paint!
Did I scratch it?
Probably not. It fits!
I think it's close enough that we can make it fit.
That works for me, man. That way we know it won't fall out.
Okay. Well, my concern is if you leave metal itching against the plastic, it'll rub a hole in it.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I mean, it'd be cooler on the gray than on the black. Poop splatter everywhere. Alright. I don't foresee a reason why we couldn't get away with that.
Okay, so now we only need a black tank. And where to put it.
Right. Now, it should be smaller than the gray tank.
Well, we could make it smaller than the
We
gray.
could make it smaller than the gray tank.
Hooker! Don't put your nose in that, buddy. I swear you won't like it. Look how cute and majestic he is.
I don't think you can be cute and majestic.
Yes, you can.
Well, the next question would be, depending on the size of the tank, we may have to reroute the exhaust.
Oh, gosh.
So we.
Well, aren't we straight piping it anyways?
Well, yeah, but that just means you're taking the muffler off.
Oh. Okay.
But you know how that over there was 28 inches wide?
Uh-huh.
This over here, you've got exhaust pipe in the middle of it.
Ah.
Not in the middle, but... And why they did that, it's got to be something to do with the doorway. But the exhaust comes back up against the frame rail, and then right here it goes whoop, whoop.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, like there's two more elbows in there than what there really needs to be.
So, if we just make the exhaust go straight.
Yeah, that'll give us some room, but it's still only going to be... And again, you've got the heat of the exhaust.
Oh, yeah.
So, in theory, you know, you probably want to be You'd probably only be a foot wide to be way away from it.
Is
Or-
there even such a thing as a foot wide tank?
I don't know. Or you cut the exhaust down there and shoot it out the side.
I found a baby clover.
Ches, will you focus?
Sorry.
Or you cut the exhaust down there and shoot it out the side, and then we have all this space back here.
Well,
for
then let's
activities.
just do that, bro.
So let's wait until we have a.
We'll let our fabric cobbler Wyatt help us.
Yes, fabric cobbler. Yes.
Indeed. My knees are too old for this.
Your knees. All right. So now what do we need?
A tank, or to start cutting, or something.
Start cutting.
I don't know.
It's those kind of plans that get people in trouble, Ches. Let's wait before we do anything else with tanks to see if they save the gray and black tanks off that other RV.
Okay.
Because they would all be proportionately sized to one another. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And all should be smaller than what we have. Well, it would have been nice to have great big tanks. We just got no room. I don't think that it forces you to change your interior at all.
Okay, good.
It just may add a little more plumbing.
So, should we find out what cabinets we should actually put in the bus now?
Yeah, let's try and get that arranged so that we only have stuff in the bus that we actually want in the bus.
Okay. So
And
we
then-
should also take the other AC unit out while we're at it. But that's in with those weird, chunk.
I don't want the chunks.
Yeah, you know?
I don't want to break that AC system open
Ah.
because it introduces the whole system to contaminants. And environmentally speaking, it should only be evacuated in a proper manner. You're the hippie.
You know, every time I film, I kind of feel like I'm in the office. And every time you say something, I make a face at the camera like Jim does in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that mean our show sucks like The Office?
That was not nice. I don't know what to say. We don't need that.
We don't need this?
Should I just go put the camera at the front of the bus?
Probably.
Front of the bus.
Are we, so you're not using a shower? I'm so confused about the shower.
I don't know. I don't think so. But I also kind of really want to, but also I don't know.
What?
Great, we'll put more crap back in my shop.
You're welcome. Oh, look, the hole is already close to the hole that's already in the floor.
Look at that. It's like we planned it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, also the door would open weird.
It don't matter to me, Ches. I mean, we can get a galvanized tub and stick in there from the Home Depot or from the Tractor Supply,
From the Tractor Supply?
and then hang a shower head up there and call it good.
That'd be
Or just
groovy.
coil up a garden hose in the bottom. I don't care.
That too. I don't know.
All right, so that cabinet for sure is not coming in.
This one?
Yeah,
This one might be used in here.
the big one.
The big one.
Okay, what about the little one?
The little one, I like this one because it has drawers. This one might be going right here, and then we put a countertop over it.
Okay, so we need to cut the little one down so that it matches the height of the big one with the wheel well. Right?
This one's not staying. I don't know what you're saying.
Okay, so that little cabinet with the drawers is not staying there,
No.
but it might be staying in the unit.
Yeah.
Okay. What is going to go there?
Fridge.
Do we have a fridge?
Yes.
Okay. So let's move that cabinet to the side and get the fridge in.
Should we make a base over this wheel well? Like a...
Yeah, we're going to need something to set the fridge on. You can't set the flat bottom fridge on top of the round wheel
What
well.
are you talking kids. We're gonna practice what we learned in elementary school. Sit and scoot. We'll be right back. Testing out the fridge.
There's some kind of yuck in here.
Probably a good idea to unplug the electrical before you put your fingers in there.
Yeah.
Oh. Boy.
Is it just me or does that look like dirt dauber?
Yeah, maybe.
'Cause that's where our connection is, right? Yeah.
Barely. Well, that looks like it's been fabric hobbled.
I mean, that's the way a lot of this RV stuff looks from the factory.
Okay.
That's certainly less than ideal. I don't know that would cause all the problems. You get all these little tiny diodes and capacitors and doodads and thingamajigs in here.
What are we doing here?
So through the magic of the internet, we figured out that because this has a little electronic control board on the front, it needs 12 volts also in order to run even on 110 from the wall. That power source is supposed to come in right here. So we're going to hook up a battery charger to give us 12 volts and then plug it in again and see if we get a different response from it. But I gotta find some clamps to hold my cables and a couple jumper wires, and yeah, we're not quite there yet. Oh, watch out. So I figured out that these are little screw-in connections, so that jumper wire won't work. So that's our 12 volt power. We plug the wall plug in for the fridge first, and then we get 12 volt 2 amp or 12 volt 6 amp. So we'll start on 12 volt 2 amp. We've already got the 5 amp fuse in. We got a click. That's a good sign.
Yeah, but is it the fridge or that?
I think it's fridge.
Here, let me go look at the front. Hey. Oh, we got lights. Cool. Figured it out.
What do you know? The Google strikes again. All right, so I think we leave that hooked up for a while.
Okay.
And see if it cools down.
On to our next adventure.
So, yeah, and hopefully that works.
Cool.
Alas, it's not that simple.
Okay, so watery.
It's liquid.
See what happens.
Now let's see if we can make a physical change happen and turn it into ice. Science!
Nerds!
Science rules. Bill Nye, the science guy.
I'm pretty sure that's copyrighted. We can't do that.
What's next?
I wish I knew.
Sink. Setting up the cabinets inside now.
Let's cut this sink down.
Okay.
Cut that counter down more.
Mhm.
And then we can test fit
I know
that.
how to operate power tools.
Alright. What's the best tool for that job?
Probably either recip or circular.
Yep.
I like circular better though because it cuts straighter, or it's easier to cut straighter with.
That's an excellent assessment.
Thank you. I went to college and learned that.
I thought you were going to cut a straight line.
It's close enough.
Good enough for government work?
Yeah.
You don't work for the government.
You know, for me, that's a pretty straight line, man.
Okay. Alright. Oh my god! Oh!
Knees, not your back.
Oh, I did it wrong. Surprise. Alright. Who put these truck parts in the carpentry section?
Important know that when you're using a circular saw, is to not put the object you're cutting up against the tool until it's in full circle.
And maybe don't ever put your fingers in front of the saw blade when it's plugged in.
You idiot!
That was
It's at least as straight as the other side. Now, lift that with your back and carry it into the bus and I'll get the camera.
straight. For myself?
Well, who's going to carry the camera if I carry the sink?
Me.
Oh.
Watch out.
Ouch.
That's good. I need to move a little bit more.
Okay.
This sink is not coming back out of this bus, agreed?
See?
Yeah.
Easy. It's pretty. It's retro.
It
Also
is.
weighs as much as a Volkswagen.
AC unit behind me.
Set the corners down on there where you want them.
I know, but my finger. Okay. Got it? Yeah, something like that. But it would take up my whole eating space.
Yeah.
But it's also cute.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a cast iron sink, so it should last virtually forever.
Well, it's only lasted 70 years. Not 70 years, since the 70s.
Do you want to set that other sink in here and just see what it looks like?
No, because I absolutely want this sink no matter what.
All right.
Maybe.
Because we can trim.
Sink over this wheel well. No, Kelly. Or the sink over this wheel well. Fridge, oven, and stove.
Sink over that wheel well.
Mm-hmm.
That would. It's going to take up less space if it's not caddy corner.
Yeah, I just really like the idea of having a caddy corner. Or even my oven caddy corner.
But are you going to have enough room? Well, I guess we could just build a wall over there. We wouldn't have to use a cabinet.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's going to take away a little space from your toilet.
And just build support.
Right. Essentially build a box to set the sink on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we could build a framework that came out to the edge of it. Basically follows the edge of this wheel well for our frame. And then just set the sink in it.
Yeah.
And then you could build whatever you wanted inside there because you can have cross pieces in that frame that we could put shelves on.
Okay.
And yes, you could run your plumbing down through there. Would be simpler than running it through multiple cabinets.
Let's do that. This is the exciting part.
Watch your fingers back there. Your fingers the outside?
Yeah. Oh my god, this is sticking out.
You should have ice stripped it. Because it may be easier to take the sink out of this, lay a new countertop on here, and then do whatever top on that you want to do.
Okay.
Then to try and patch that back together. Because I think if we try and patch it back together, it's going to look like garbage.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do like peel and stick tiles. I was just thinking of using that that already existing countertop and putting stuff on it,
Yeah.
just so that we can use it.
We
and
might
we'll
be
have
able
to buy
do
more.
that too, to save
Because
materials.
we also have that big piece right there, so that we can.
Right, we can cut a lot out of that. So if we can patch it back together, we will.
Yeah, because I was thinking,
I mean,
glue it together, put some peel and stick tile over it. Won't even know.
nobody will ever know you cut it crooked.
They're gonna know. How would they know?
They're not gonna know.
Cool.
Anyway, all right. So
This is exciting. It's an actual house now.
It's not actually a house at all.
Then I could just lay a tarp over that when I'm painting the ceiling.
I mean, I've seen people live in worse, but. So, shall we?
Do some measurements and write it down.
Sure. Or do we just go get some materials and start screwing stuff together?
Let's just go get some materials, man. Should we take the sink off?
Are you afraid it's gonna fall?
Are you?
A little.
Exactly.
So I think we just build a box around the bottom of that,
Okay.
and then duplicate that going up,
Okay.
and yeah, that gets us our support.
So, Home Depot?
Yeah, probably.
Whee!
Okay, so it's a couple days or weeks later. No, maybe a week. Ches and I went and got some lumber. We did some rearranging today. We built the framework for one cabinet to hold the sink, and got some more stuff moved around to possible locations. And I think we're about ready to call it a day, so we'll probably wrap this video up too. But you want to explain again what we got going on, Ches?
So, cabinets, stovetop, probably put my oven underneath it, and then we got big old Gertrude here, big old cast iron sink that weighs as much as a full-grown woman, and then we made that
Yep.
bathroom,
Don't look too close. Bathroom,
bedroom, fridge,
reefer unit,
more storage,
pantry,
/ maybe countertop, who knows, seating.
right? And this cabinet's going out?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is out. That whole pile's out.
Okay.
Obviously, the lumber in the middle of the room is out.
Be like a couch here.
Yep.
And then
Fun,
another
quirky chair.
fun, of course, a fun, quirky chair.
Of course, of course.
All right. So, yeah, I think that's as far as we're going to get for this round. We're going to keep plugging away at this and figuring it out as we go. There's a lot of stuff here that I have really never tried before. So, Ches and I are Googling and trial and erroring and figuring it out. So if you like what we're doing, click like, subscribe, check us out on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Remember, if we can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.